pounds in the heavyweight division. Our referee is Dale Grable. Introducing first in the red corner, weighing in at 240 pounds. He is undefeated, 19 wins, 17 by way of knockouts. I give you Derrick Jefferson. And in the blue corner, weighing in at 233 pounds, this veteran contender has 34 victories, 18 defeats, 29 wins by way of knockout. From Sharon Hill, Pennsylvania, they call him Smokin' Bert Cooper.
Protect yourself at all times. Touch it up. Time to talk when you come out. Touch him up. Touch him up.
I am not a role model. I'm not a model of any kind. You can tell that.
A lot of hot dogging there between Bert Cooper and Derrick Jefferson. The veteran Cooper trying to intimidate Jefferson before the bell even rings for the scheduled 10-rounder. Cooper seemed very relaxed earlier this evening. He was out here with his hands wrapped, Kevin, watching the fight, and he comes out very quick.
Well, one thing about Bert, he's been here before. He's done it. I tell you, this is a very big fight for Jefferson, not a big fight for Cooper.
Jefferson trying to get that jab established. Cooper just moving in, not looking to let him do anything. Jefferson also trying to work the body, gets a warning to keep the shots up. He's going to have a hard time going downstairs on Cooper because of the height differential.
Well, I'll tell you one thing you see here. Cooper has been in this situation before, fighting defeated fighters up and coming, where Jefferson has not been in this situation before. This is his first big opponent, big fight. So right now, this is everything on Jefferson. The pressure's on Jefferson. I look good and put away Cooper. But I tell you one thing about Cooper. Cooper doesn't go away quietly, and he's looking to take Jefferson out.
Cooper, the big veteran, he started his pro career back in 1984. Jefferson didn't start his until 1995. Record books got Jefferson at 31 years of age. He claims to be 2 years younger than the book shows him. Cooper doesn't care what the book says. He says he's 33. The book says he's 33. And as we mentioned before, he was brought in as an opponent, as cannon fodder for Richie Molino back in July of '97 and stopped Molino in the first round of Madison Square Garden. Can he do the same thing tonight and derail Derrick Jefferson, who's 19-0?
Well, the thing that Jefferson got to watch out for, which I see Cooper throwing, is that left hook. He's a hooker. He was trained by Joe Frazier, one of the best left hookers in the business, just like Floyd Patterson. Another hooker. Here he is. Smokin' Bert Cooper is a great left hook artist. And I tell you one thing about Jefferson, he keeps dropping his right hand whenever he throws his jab. See his right hand underneath his chin? His right hand's laying underneath his chin. He's going to hit with that left hook.
Jefferson taking a lot of shots inside from Cooper. Trying to work the body, though.
Jefferson right now is trying to learn how to keep Cooper off of him. He don't know that utilize that jab and keep Cooper on the outside.
Well, interestingly enough, Kevin, as we mentioned when the tail of the tape come up, in spite of the height advantage for Jefferson, their reach is the same. So the jab, which you would think we should be able to establish and keep Cooper off, is not working. He's not able to keep Bert Cooper off him right now.
Well, Smokin' Bert Cooper is not exactly a jabber. He's a hooker, which makes the punches much shorter. So Jefferson ought to utilize the jab, keep him on the outside, and wait for the right hand.
His jab just doesn't seem, though, to be able to keep Cooper off. Cooper's coming inside.
He's not throwing with authority. Then he threw two of them with authority. But you got to come right back immediately. Don't let Cooper get close to you. But Cooper's getting inside.
Good round for the veteran. Bert Cooper certainly serving notice here on the explosion to Derrick Jefferson. Round number 2. Bert Cooper in the black shorts. Derrick Jefferson in the gold in a very exciting, very quick first round. And Bert Cooper gets caught coming in with a flash knockdown. Smiling at referee Dale Grable as he takes the mandatory 8, and I didn't see it, Kevin.
He got caught with a hook. Himself, he got caught. The hooker got caught with a hook. Jefferson came out, threw a left hook, put Cooper high on top of the head, probably the temple area, and he put Cooper down.
Cooper's in trouble. In spite of all the knockouts, Cooper not known for having a great chin. He's been for Derrick Jefferson. And what a night of knockouts here on the Explosion. Derrick Jefferson having a very shaky round number 1. Catches Bert Cooper at the opening of round number 2 with a flash left hook. And we're going to take a look at that first knockdown, Kevin. I got to tell you, I didn't see that. That was just a blazing left hook.
Left hook, high in the tempo. I tell you, this kid is a great puncher.
And we take a look near the end of the fight. Watch Jefferson just really totally open up here and sending Bert Cooper to all fours. Dale Grable wisely stopping the fight. And I'm not sure after now watching that first knockout that Cooper ever really recovered. Drops down to all fours here, and Grable soaring up is going to protect the veteran and perhaps allow him to fight another day. 20-0, 17 wins by way of knockout. And Bert Cooper dropping down to 34 and 19. And Kevin, I have to tell you, I'm very impressed with a couple of things about Jefferson. He got caught a little cold in round number 1. Got hit with a lot of shots. Showed a very good chin, because we've never seen Derrick Jefferson hurt yet. Certainly not on the Explosion and to my knowledge, in any of his 20 fights. He took some big shots from Cooper, shook them off, went downstairs to the body, tried to establish the jab, saw the jab wasn't working, and said, went against the old adage, don't hook with the hooker. But he came out, dropped his own hook in, and that was all she wrote. The second knockdown was somewhat elementary, as it turns out.
Well, definitely there's some things that Jefferson needs to work on. Coming out fast, a little faster, adjusting his pace and his speed. Bert Cooper is a veteran. Been there before, been it, seen it, done it. I tell you, Jefferson right now looks excellent tonight, but I want to see a little bit more of him and see how much more he got on the heavyweight Explosion.
All right, we'll find out the exact time of the knockout from our ring announcer, Wally Jackson.
Our referee, Dale Grable, stops this contest at 1 minute, 2 seconds of the second round. Winner by knockout, still undefeated, Derrick Jefferson.
Well, Derrick Jefferson put that undefeated record on the line tonight in a fight that a lot of people might have shied away from. And excellent job, by the way, on the part of his trainers. Bill Miller, in particular, doing a terrific job with Derrick Jefferson, who improves once again to 20-0. That's his 17th win by way of knockout. Certainly the biggest name win on his record to date. And showing a lot of poise after a somewhat shaky first round. We've got on a terrific win.
When you're in a fight game, this is what you fight for. You come in against an experienced fighter and you put yourself in there with the Lions and see if you can come back out. You know, I went out there, he gave me some nice shots early. I knew it was just a matter of time because I had the utmost confidence. I got too many people around me, and I walked out there and I seen he was dropping his left to come with a hook because he caught me a couple times. So I just came and led with my hook to beat his, and then dropped him cold. And right then I knew I had it. I just wanted to set him up with a couple jabs. A right hand, he couldn't take the body shot because I'm dangerous. I punched like a little man to the body. And I'm just mad because it didn't go longer. I can't get no work.
Well, first of all, don't be mad. It's a good win. Let's talk about that first round. He came out and he did sting you right away. He dropped that left hook in. You showed, first of all, to me, in the fights that I've seen you fight, I never saw you get tagged like that, and yet you showed a very good chin, shook it off, and said, okay, that's Bert Cooper's left hook. Now I know what it's about. You went downstairs to the body in the first round and served notice on him there. Was that part of the strategy?
That was definitely part of the strategy. You know, I came in at 240, the lightest I ever been, so I knew if I get caught, I'm in a good enough condition to shake it off and come back. You know, I worked on keeping my hand up the last 6 weeks. And then when you get in the fight in front of your home crowd, sometimes you make a little mistake, but you just got to overfight them.
All right, then you come out for round number 2. What'd they tell you between rounds in your corner?
Good damn job. Keep the jab. Dropping your right hand when you throw the jab. Keep your right hand up. Other than that, champ, keep working. You're going to get him.
Kevin picked up the dropping of the right hand, and it was a good correction on the part of Bill Miller.
Even though it was a short fight, and it was only 2 rounds, did you learn anything at all from Bert Cooper?
Yes, I did. When you're in there with experienced fighters like a Bert or anybody, they're going to see the mistakes, and they're going to capitalize off of it, and he capitalized off my right hand dropping when I threw the jab, and he caught me.
Exactly what I predicted.
That's what I learned.
All right, so now you come into round number 2. You come out early. You can turn around here, Derrick. Take a look at the monitor. You're going to see the knockdown. You come out right away, and you serve notice on him, and you drop that left hook off the temple. They tell you not to hook with the hooker, but you did, and it paid off.
Well, I wanted to gain his respect. The second round let him know it's going to be a war like it was in the first. So I knew I can catch him. And right there, I flipped it. Right there, I missed it with the short hook. But I wanted to just put everything. I just want to hit him anywhere now.
Did you feel at this point that he was going to go in round number 2, or were you surprised that you were able to take this kind of barrage on him at this point?
I knew he was hurt, but I just wanted to keep my composure. I didn't want to get too anxious. I wanted to set back up, and right then, I knew if I catch him a couple times, there I'd go right to the body. I knew I was going to get him.
Were you surprised that, when he went down here, you surprised Dale Grable stopped the fight?
I was a little surprised, but I had all my mechanics going. It would have been, eventually I would have stopped him in the later round.
So how do you see yourself improving for the next fight? Who do you want to fight next? How do you see you improving? I seen you dropping the right hand every time you jabbed. I called that in the first round, and you obviously picked up on it and came out and stopped him with a left hook, dropped him. What will you work on for the next fight?
Well, there's never been a perfect fighter. From Muhammad Ali all the way back to Jack Johnson. He fought with his hands down there. So wherever you throw your punches, I believe in accuracy. But I will go back to the gym and work on jabbing and keeping my right hand up. Because I know fighters are going to look at that on the tape and say, okay, he's going to drop his right hand. So that's just a minor correction. The main thing is the heart is there.
All right.
And you can't beat the heart.
Derrick, we talked yesterday in the pre-fight interview, and I said, I don't want you to think past Bert Cooper, but what's next now? What's on your mind? Where are we going?
Well, I believe in going into a fight, you bring all your weapons. If you go to a dog fight, you got to bring the best dog. So whoever they put in there, I'm going to go in there and don't look back. Once I step through them ropes, I'm not looking back. Whoever they put in there, I'm going to go hard the whole 10 rounds. You can only get better by fighting better fighters.
Anybody, though, you want to throw a name out there?
Michael Grant. You know, I'm the only fighter ever beat Michael Grant. A lot of people don't know that. He won all his amateur fights, never lost in the pro. And if you go to him and ask him what's the only fight he lost, he'll say a kid in Detroit named Derrick Jefferson. I'm undefeated now at 20-0, and right now they groom him to be the champ, but I don't think they want to see me.
That sounds good to me. Michael Grant, if you're listening, Derrick Jefferson just served notice. All right.
When you win the belt, you're going to always look at that only loss you had.
All right, 20-0, still undefeated, Derrick Jefferson. Good seeing you, Derrick. Great win. Great work, Bill Miller.